Said the fight cannot continue. Andre Ward scoring a technical knockout in the 6th round.
Did you hear me say you weren't coming out?
Hey, Andre.
What'd you think, champ?
I thought Ward looked good. He was able to do what he wanted to do. He showed some good technique in there, throws good right hand. He realized the right hand was bothering Coley and he threw it enough. Great solid jabs. Great solid right hand. In that last round, he mixed it up a bit and threw some different kinds of punches.
He turned it on in the final 2 rounds, outlanding Coley 45-17 in power shots over the last 6 minutes of the bout.
I just told him to say it. He didn't say it at the beginning. He didn't say the 2000.
Lennox, we saw.
This is a headbutt where they clashed heads, and I think that's what really bothered his eye, was that clash of heads. See both of them looking at each other.
You know, but you see Ward also got smacked in the face with Coley's head. I mean, they clashed heads. It's not as though Ward headbutted Cole. And because Cole's face was already tenderized by Ward's, well, by both his hands, you know, his broke open a little bit.
So Andre Ward moves to 9-0, and for the official particulars on the TKO, let's send it up to ring announcer Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 complete rounds of action, referee Johnny Callis calls a halt to the bout for the winner by TKO victory and still undefeated Andre S.O.G. Ward.
You're going to the wrong one. Going to the wrong.
Mike's around.
You got the wrong one. This. Oh. This is. We got a young lady right over here too.
So Andre Ward and Andy Coley, a nice gesture of sportsmanship there. Ward moving to 9-0 with 5 knockouts, and let's take you to the final punch stat numbers. And Ward pretty much having his way, even though he threw 5 more punches, but there you see the connect percentage was pretty solid, 153 to 59, 45%. Nice job for Andre Ward, and now here you see the real difference of the fight, the power punches. And there you see Ward landing more than double the number of power punches, and once again that number 45%. All right, still to come, the main event, the 135 lightweight bout between Acelino Freitas and Zahir Rahim. But first up, let's tell you about some upcoming programming on HBO. May 1st, tune in for Countdown to De La Hoya Mayorga. It's a documentary style behind-the-scenes look at 2 men who may be more different than any 2 fighters in a recent memory. And May 6th, the live fight is on HBO pay-per-view. It's Oscar's first fight in a year and a half. And in Mayorga, he's taking on an unpredictable Nicaraguan power puncher. 1 week later, Ricky Hatton comes to America. The British star has his first major fight in the U.S., moving up to welterweight to face title holder Luis Collazo. And May 20th, Marco Antonio Barrera returns. The 130-pound king takes on former Olympian Rocky Juarez in a 12-round title fight. Learn about all these dates and more on HBO's new revamped boxing website at hbo.com. We're back live from Foxwoods Resort Casino, where up next is our main event, Acelino Freitas taking on Zahir Rahim. And Max, the last time we saw Zahir Rahim, he was taking on Eric Morales, and many people didn't give him a chance. But Rahim pretty much handled Morales with ease.
Yes, and yet he was still ignored. A guy who'd been ignored for most of his career was ignored yet some more. Here we see the Rahim and Morales fight. With the exception of one moment in the 11th round, Rahim dominated the entire fight. He dominated with his jab. He used combinations. He used movement without running. There you see examples of the left jab. Even his power, where people would criticize his power in the past, was on display against Morales, who has a good chin. The right hand landed, there it was, and Morales went reeling into the ropes.
Yeah, Raheem was supposed to be a speed bump for Erik Morales on the way to a rematch with Manny Pacquiao, and Morales eventually got to that rematch with Pacquiao, but he arrived there with one more blemish on his record.
Yeah, he just went right over the bump and just went on to the fight with Pacquiao, and Raheem was still locked out of the money fights. You know, for Raheem supporters, you might think this is an issue of justice. Against Rocky Juarez, he seemed to be robbed, because even with 3-point deductions, had those point deductions not occurred, Raheem would have lost the fight anyway, in a fight that looked like it could have gone either way. He beats Erik Morales handily, and this is his first fight. This is last September, almost a year ago, months and months ago. This is his first fight since then, and it's not the monster payday he was hoping for. We asked Raheem in the fighter meetings if he feels, in light of Freitas's quitting against Diego Corrales, if he has what it takes to dig deep in the moment of truth, the heart to win. Raheem feels that he's been conditioned by those Philly gym wars to do it. But when asked about Freitas, he said he has money. He doesn't need heart. Raheem needs heart, and he wants the money.
I tell you what, this young man, Zahir Raheem, he has battled the odds both inside and outside the ring. Raised on the tough streets of Philadelphia, Raheem was forced to grow up quickly, also because he was responsible to raise